So, aloha, welcome along. And today I wanted to talk about finding purpose in dark times. Crazy, crazy world we're in. And, it needs to be acknowledged that these times are challenging. It's kind of, the picture that came to me today is, you remember those snow globes, right? You had little globes and you used to give them a shake around and the snow would go everywhere. And then eventually in time it would settle. And it's almost as though the globe, the world has gone through part of that and is going through right now, like the almost as though the great hands of Creator, are going and giving this earth this tremendous shakeup. And all of the sediment, all of the pieces, all of those little bits of snow, right? Everything's a mess right now. Everything's moving, everything's shaking. And and this is all in slow-mo, by the way, right? Because it's been going for a couple of years now, yeah, but we're still in it. And it's as though those sediments, those pieces, they're slowly, slowly coming, they're moving, but they're still present and they haven't fully settled yet. And we continue to be in this time of shift, in this time of transformation, in this time of change, in this time of unearthing and viewing and becoming more and more awake and aware to things that are taking place on this planet at this time. And so, where are you in the midst of all of that? All of that, have you found yourself and your world as well equally shaken up, equally stirred, equally transformed and transfigured by what is going on? I know many people who have. Their lives have been completely turned upside down, and I also know many people who have been questioning deeply their purpose on this planet to the point of shedding away all of the layers that have been predictable until this point, that have been shaped until this point, that have been molded, that one has been growing into until this point, right? That have given someone shape and definition. There are many people going through a time right now where those layers have been changing and shifting because who we have been in these times and how we show up to these times has changed as a result of being present to the times and what has gone on. Now, for some people, that has been a beautiful butterfly-like transformation and wonderful, but for others, it has been incredibly, incredibly painful. And for some, it's just been business as usual. Carry on, make the changes necessary, and off you go, right? And you do the steps that are needed. And so rather than getting overwhelmed by all of the things that are happening right now, those that we can control, we have, we take agency in, but there are many things out of all of our control right now. And so what is it that we can do to not become overwhelmed by greater forces, by greater shifts that are taking place right now, particularly sensitive people? And purpose and staying connected to one's purpose is part of that. But it's easy just to say, well, this is what has given me purpose, or, this one thing, but remembering that we are beings that evolve and change over time. So you might have even experienced what gives you a sense of purpose. Not what your purpose is, but what gives you a sense of purpose, how you fulfill that deeper calling, that deeper song within you may have changed forms in these times. And that's perfectly okay, because that's a beautiful sign of having adapted to a shifting environment. And so what is so essential as the shifts go on is to stay connected to the deeper song. What is the deeper song, the melody that is playing out? And if that requires getting quiet from day to day, quiet in life, cutting out and getting rid of some of those distractions so that we can better attune to that song, that deeper song that is ours alone to sing on this planet at this time, for those of us to and if sing is a funny word for you because you don't quite like singing, I mean that in the sense of walking your path, right, of staying connected to your frequency, your vibration, your song. Dancing your dance, if you will, painting your picture, however you want to put that, right? But staying connected to the deeper pulse from where that comes forward into manifested form, not getting attached to how we do it on the outside, not getting attached to having to do it as a particular modality or as a particular pathway or as a particular delivery or system, right? But instead staying with the deeper pulse of life that runs through us, that runs deeply through our being. And from that place, connecting it with the world, connecting it with relationship, allowing it to prompt us forward to wherever it naturally wants to go, wherever that curiosity, wherever that joy, wherever that warmth might lead us to. This is that next step towards purpose. And don't worry if it looks different to how it has been before. That is absolutely okay. So lean into that and lean into that and take those steps from there. And from that, a new path can emerge, a new way will emerge, or even a restructuring of how it has been done before. Much love to you. Travel well in this world and share the love.